What's up, everybody? This is Steven. I just got done listening to a conference call with USCIS, and they're implementing a new policy memo on notices to appear. And I thought it would be good to give a quick little update about what that means and what the implications might be. Immigration really has two types of procedures. There are affirmative applications where if you are undocumented or you're an immigrant who wants papers, you can fill out paperwork on your own, or with the help of an attorney you can file it and then hopefully get some benefit back. Those are what I consider to be affirmative type cases. There are also defensive cases where your case has been referred for whatever reason to the immigration court. It could be that you're here undocumented and immigration ICE has encountered you and they decide to place you in removal proceedings. Or it could be that you've applied for something affirmatively and it's been denied, and now you have to defend yourself in immigration court, or in other words, in removal proceedings, where the government is actively trying to have you deported or removed. Basically, the long and short of it is that USCIS, or the part of immigration that handles affirmative-based applications, is going to be a little bit more aggressive in referring denied cases to immigration for the initiation of removal proceedings. And that's a pretty big deal because, one concern that people have is that it could have a chilling effect on people applying to legalize their status. There might be people who are hearing this who qualify for a green card, or they qualify for some other type of immigration benefit, who say, well, I don't know if I want to apply because I heard that if my case gets denied, it will be referred to the immigration court and I'll be placed in removal proceedings. And the cases are therefore a little bit more risky. And, people have to calculate whether or not they're willing to take that risk. I think the main risk, honestly, are for people who, and this is very maybe self-serving to say as an attorney, but a lot of people think they don't need lawyers, that they can go to a notario or a notary or have a friend help fill out the forms. And oftentimes what the attorney does is help people fix those types of problems. Cases that have been denied or that are about to be denied because they've been done incorrectly. And now I think that the main risk is that a case that has been dabbled with by a non-lawyer or somebody filling out their own paperwork, that's definitely more risky than it used to be, because it could be before your case gets denied because you filled out the wrong paperwork or you filed something wrong, and now you're at the risk of not just having the case denied but being placed in removal proceedings, which is not good. Obviously, there are some risks for other people if they're applying for something, and maybe it's a case where, they might qualify for relief, but their attorney's going to have to make some creative arguments. Maybe now they look at this new policy memo and say, before I might have been willing to apply knowing that there was some risk that it would be denied, but I'm not willing to apply knowing that the risk is that it will be denied and I'll be placed in removal proceedings. In general, people shouldn't be too paranoid about this. If they have a good case, they need to make sure that they go over it with a good lawyer and that they make sure they've got all their ducks in a row before filing any type of application with immigration. But this is just another example of how the administration is putting the squeeze not just on people who are undocumented, but on people who are trying to legalize their status. We've heard for years and years and years that I'm not against immigrants. I'm for legal immigration. I'm against illegal immigration. I just want people to do it the right way. Well, here's another example of them sort of squeezing down and making it harder for people to do it the right way, and putting more fear and panic into the community. So obviously be careful out there. Be careful what you file. Be careful who you hire. But you do want to make sure before you file anything that you're getting the right help.